A terrifying witch-like figure is caught on camera floating through the streets of Argentina, sending locals into a panic. At Manchester Airport, a spectral RAF officer still haunting the runways decades after his tragic end. And a psychic fraud syndicate is exposed, and California takes a bold step toward officially recognizing Bigfoot. In the depths of the London Underground, new records reveal chilling reports of ghostly apparitions. And we dive into quantum immortality. Plus, the brain's ferryman. Is there a biological process guiding us through the veil? The stories are real, the drinks are too, and we all know words is hard. Join me, Dave Schrader, Chachi, Sweet Tea, and the paranormal detective Greg as we uncover the strangest, spookiest, and most mind-bending news of the week right here on the Paranormal 60 News. Good evening, Darklings, and welcome. It is another Paranormal 60 News night, and I'm excited to be here. As a matter of fact, so excited that I've brought three of my closest friends with me. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here's Chachi. Hi,
What's
Chachi.
going on, Dave?
What happened to here's Chachi?
What?
Oh, now you're pivotable. I like that. Underneath your name, it said, here's Chachi beforehand. I thought that's a great way to intro you, and then you remove it on me, man. You're unbelievable.
Listen, I'm more of a word wizard than a Chachi.
I will give you that. A new shirt. I see Mrs. Chachi has been working the cricket machine again.
Overtime.
Hashtag pivotable. Has she lined up a bunch of shirts so that you're set up for weeks?
That's pretty much it.
How does she know what gem is going to fall out of our mouths this week to already create the shirt for next week?
It's all up here, Dave. All up
Is
here.
it?
Oh,
God. Yeah. That's what I'm afraid of. What are you drinking tonight, Chach?
Well, I think I said last week, right? We're going to start doing the shirts again, and we're going to start having different bourbons or scotches. And so this week we have what's called Blue Note Crossroads. Made in Memphis, not Kentucky, Tennessee.
Oh, is there a Memphis, Kentucky as well?
I don't know.
Oh,
but we're going to open it here on air and give it a taste here in a moment.
Excellent. Well, it was such a big hit last week. So many people emailed me for the ingredients and directions to make it. I'm back with another screw you who.
It looks delicious.
It is. It's refreshing is what it is. Speaking of refreshing, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Sweet Tea. I can't do that whisper, right? Because you say it doesn't work. Sweet Tea. Is that better?
I don't know. The stage whisper that you can't do? No, that's fine.
Oh, okay, great. What are you drinking, Sweet Tea?
I've got some weird pineapple wine that I got at Aldi because I've been packing all day like a crazy person because I don't know how to do that. So
wait, pineapple wine. What are you, 15 years old and hiding out behind your dad's old station wagon, drinking with a couple of friends?
And it's a great time. See, I'm back in the woods. I'm finding porn back under this stuff. It's great.
Back under what stuff? What are you talking about?
This couch over here.
Oh,
there's a bunch of porn under there.
Good God. Let me see the label on that. Yeah, that's what I thought. It all belongs to this guy, Greg. All of that woods couch porn is definitely Greg Lawson, the paranormal detective. Good evening, Greg.
You're not really 15, are you?
Almost.
Yeah,
this year. Yeah.
Switch the numbers around and you got it, buddy.
Yeah. Greg, what are you drinking tonight?
Hey, buddy. Yeah. I didn't know that this was a thing. Ivanovich.
Ivanovich vodka.
Ivanovich vodka. I've put a pretty good dent in it.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
it. Did you just start that tonight?
Yeah. And this is a little bit of lemonade. And I thought, my mom used to, she was in that generation where they couldn't say, hey, go get to the liquor store, or we're going to get some liquor or alcohol or vodka. She couldn't say that. So she always called it lemonade. So it's my mom's lemonade drink tonight.
Your mom's Jesus juice?
Yep. That's it, man.
Chach, you ready to uncork it? I didn't know you had to uncork a bourbon. Oh, there's a cap.
No.
You broke
I
it?
broke it.
It's a plastic cork.
No, it's a wooden cork that came off of the cork.
Yeah.
What
I
are
don't
you
know if
gonna
that's
do?
ever happened. I don't know if that's ever happened to you before, Chachi, but
Yeah, could you just hand that bottle over to Greg and his penknife, and he'll fix that right up for you?
I can handle that. Yeah, where how you reaching?
You missed that years ago, Sweet Tea. There's a video that's delightful that Chachi has a little trouble. He might have been a little oiled up at the point, and he was having trouble getting the cork out. So Greg said, let me handle that. He took it, out comes a knife, and he just saws the cork up at the top. He didn't screw it out.
How does that help?
It didn't.
Hey, you have to remember, I was like 13 shots
Years
into
old.
a bottle of bourbon that Chachi made me drink. He's like, I bought a new machine that squirts out ice. Look at this amazing thing. Let's see how long it'll work. And it's like, wow.
We call that an ice machine, and that's been on for about 50
I have video of that. And if any of y'all are at Missouri, come over to my table and I will show you video of that night.
That's right, because this weekend is the first annual Missouri Paracon, February 28th through March 1st. I'll be there. The Paranormal Detective will be there. Shane Pittman is going to be there. Steve and Tango from Ghost Hunters are going to be there, along with a cast of thousands, maybe even Chachi. Probably not Chachi. There's so many people there. I can't even possibly remember all the names of the people that plan on attending that conference.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I think Monsters Lounge, somebody from Monsters Lounge or something.
No, I didn't see them on the invitation list, unless they're planning on just crashing it or something. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. What are you doing this weekend, Sweet Tea? You got any plans?
Nope.
Okay, good. Well, I'll tell you what, because I love you people, come and see us this weekend at the Missouri Paracon. And you can get more information at darknessevents.com. Greg and I are handing out free hugs all weekend. All weekend.
Especially on February 28th, because that's a special day.
Yeah, it is. It's somebody's birthday. Mm-hmm.
No, mine is in December, you guys.
Oh, no, it's somebody else's birthday. By the way, let's raise our glasses real quick and acknowledge another birthday that just passed. It is Chachi's birthday was the other day. Isn't that exciting? Yeah. Happy birthday, Chachi.
Happy birthday.
And happy birthday to you, Greg. Let's just get both drinks out of the way right now.
Delightful.
Refreshing. All right. So February 28th through the 3rd, going to be a lot of fun. I hope people will come on out and see it. But I have some other cool news. This is just for you. All of you that tuned in a little early, check this out. Hauntlanta takes place March 14th through the 16th in Atlanta, Georgia. That's right. Hauntlanta is a paranormal convention like no other, and we are hoping that you can make it out there to see us. And for our viewers tonight, I have a very special deal. For the first 15 people to email me, the first 15 people to email Dave at paranormal60.com, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. It's got to come in the proper order. But for the first 15 people that send in their email saying that they'd like them, I've got passes for Hauntlanta. How do you like that?
What?
Yeah. So what you do is you're going to send me your email. I'm going to forward it on to the good people at Hauntlanta and let them know, and they're going to get in touch with you and make this happen. You're a 15 3-day passes. How about that? How exciting is that?
I've been trying to get one and I couldn't get one.
Yeah, it's already sold out of these tickets, the free ones, Greg. So don't bother emailing me.
Interesting.
Yeah, but Hauntlandia is going to be an amazing time. I'll be out there. That is March 14th through the 16th. Again, go on my site, click on the links at darknessevents.com. Check out all the amazing places I'm going to be this year, and I hope that you'll come on out, check it out with us as well. Chachi back on screen with us, so I feel like everything's going the way it should. But again, if you're interested in attending Hauntlandia in March 14th through the 16th, email me, Dave at paranormal60.com. And I will forward those first 15 over, and they will get in touch with you, get your names on the list, and take care of you. So there you go. Don't say I don't love you.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that Hauntlandia thing, and just hadn't worked out.
Well,
I would love to.
Come on out.
Yeah, why don't you?
All you have to do is email me, Greg, Dave at paranormal60.com. And if you do it right now, maybe you'll get it in time. And I'll give you a little bit of help, because I'm going to do the first story tonight. Because this is actually kind of a follow-up on last week's insanity of world-ending news that we were able to deliver.
That was fun.
So let me this news hurts my heart in so many ways, but it needs to be shared. If you remember last week when we were doing this, we were talking about all the different possible ways the world could be ending. 150 whales beached themselves in Tasmania. We had the wicked wild oarfish, the doomsday fish, appearing in a few different places around the world, and an asteroid, pretty big size asteroid, was hurtling towards Earth. And at first we were told there was only about a 1% chance. It then ticked its way up to 2% chance. And within like 25 days, it was at 3% chance.
Let's go.
Now, this is going to piss a lot of people off, including me. So let's just dive right into this news story, shall we?
Oh, let's do it.
NASA kept quiet about a 20% chance of an asteroid hitting Earth. But don't worry, because now it's probably just going to hit the moon. In a revelation that has sparked concern, reports have emerged that NASA was secretly monitoring an asteroid, 2024 YR4, that at one point carried about a 20% chance of colliding with Earth. However, instead of, alerting the public, officials chose to keep it quiet until the risk dropped significantly.
Yeah, because they know better.
Yeah, that's true. Initially, when the asteroid was first detected, early projections suggested about a 1.5% chance of impact happening on December 22nd, 2032. As more data came in, that probability climbed above 3%. And then behind closed doors, some discussions with NASA considered a potential risk of it exceeding 20%. Despite the serious implications, no public announcement was made at that time. Now, after months of further analysis, NASA has completely ruled out an impact on Earth. Wow. So it went from 20% to 1% to 2% to 3%, back to 0% chance of it hitting the Earth. But
it's math, people. You cipher it.
Oh, you do some ciphering, some gazintas?
Yes.
Well, the only problem is there's a new twist. The asteroid could be on a trajectory to strike the moon instead. So what if the 2024 YR4 hits the moon? I know that's the question brewing in all of your brains, so I wanted to find the answers. I went to the one place I knew I could trust, AI. And I said, hey, what's going to happen if a giant asteroid pummels the moon, our lunar buddy? While an impact on the moon wouldn't be catastrophic for Earth, is the way it starts off, it could have notable consequences. There will be a new massive crater, although the moon's surface would take a direct hit, creating a fresh scar that could be visible from Earth through telescopes. But again, it's so far away. Who cares? But the lunar debris entering space, well, that's where it gets a little dodgy. The impact could send rock and dust into space, with those fragments potentially reaching Earth's atmosphere. Of course, there's also risk to future lunar missions. NASA's Artemis program and future moon bases could face new challenges if debris or an impact disrupts planned landing sites or orbiting spacecraft. The long-term effects, though, on the moon's appearance, A major strike could alter how the moon reflects sunlight, slightly impacting brightness or lunar observations. So while it's reassuring that 2024 YR4 won't hit Earth, the fact that NASA chose not to disclose a potential 1 in 5 chance. See, when I say 20% chance, Chachi, you're a man of math, you're a man of science. When I say it's a 20% chance, you're like, that's like an 80% chance it's not going to happen. But when I say there's a 1 out of 5 chance, that sounds like there's a lot higher ratio.
There's only 4 numbers between 1 and 5.
Yes.
There's 80 numbers between 20 and 100.
Okay. Yeah, that
got a
sounds like
point.
it's figuring out.
That's math.
Look at Greg's over there doing the math and the ciphering right now. Your microphone's got to be on though, buddy. He can only work one piece of equipment at a time. It's the abacus or the microphone.
Speaking of pieces of equipment,
Yeah.
It's out of control.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. For now, the asteroid is being closely tracked, and if it does collide with the moon, it could be a major event for space science. That's the silver lining here. But the situation serves as a stark reminder. If an asteroid with a high impact risk were heading our way, would we even be told? And I would say the answer is probably no. Although there are enough amateur astronomers out there that will see this thing at least 30 days before it hits.
And will they be taken seriously?
Of course not. Of course not. They'll just vanish like
There you
Chachi
go.
did.
There you
That's
go.
what happens.
Hmm.
It's just gone. Thank God, Greg, that the next story wasn't Chachi's, so we can move on with this. You've got a tale to tell. I do want to mention one other quick thing that's kind of a follow-up to last week's Armageddon episode.
Yeah, mention that one.
Yeah, check this out, right? So I don't know how many of you follow papal prophecy, but me and Father Malachi, we kind of share this vibe. So I was reading into some stuff, and Father Malachi back in like the 1500s did this prophecy for like the next gajillion popes, claiming he had made prophecies for each pope. And somewhere along the line, it was like, oh, the great one, the Pope John Paul II is mentioned, and then it mentions the next one will be like a shorter-lived pope, and he'll resign, and then the following pope will be the final pope before Armageddon it.
Wow.
Are you a getting it? Yes, I'm a getting it. So here we are on the precipice of possible Armageddon. And as soon as the news was over last week, I log on and there's, the Pope's in critical condition. And he's, but we think he's going to be fine. He's 88. He's only got half of one lung on one side, but he should be fine. And he hasn't gotten a whole lot better. So, I don't know. Again, do you believe in the papal prophecies? If you're not Catholic, I guess it doesn't affect you. But there's another possible sign that
you cannot believe in gravity, and
yeah, gravity and papal prophecies are pretty much scientific fact at this point. Yeah. You're Catholic, aren't you?
I'm a recovering Catholic.
Yeah.
I actually went and saw the Pope. Lynn and I went and saw the Pope a few years ago.
Really?
Yeah, he was in the Pope mobile. I was like, I wanted to do a selfie and go, hey, there's the Pope in the Pope mobile when he went by. But
didn't you say I'm with the Paranormal 60? Like media? Couldn't you get closer?
That was before all that, before the fame and fortune,
glory. Yeah. The way you just said that, why do I feel like you're going to end up on like a VH1 special behind the fame and fortune? The Paranormal Detective's life spun out of control. All right. Speaking of spinning out of control, let us take a look. This is an interesting news story on many levels, Greg. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. Yeah, go ahead.
It's my pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
And the main question is, are we immortal? There's a mind-bending theory that suggests we never really die. This fascinating theory makes waves online, has people questioning everything they thought they knew about death. According to one woman, our consciousness doesn't just vanish when we die. Instead, it shifts into a parallel universe where we continue on living, completely unaware that we've left one reality behind. I think that's happened to me several times in high school.
Now, I do want to point out that woman just so that we have a name. She goes by the name Jolie Moly online.
Oh boy.
Jolie Moly.
Yeah, you could have told me that before I started reading this.
I didn't think that was an important part of the story because I was
all
afraid
right,
you just
yeah.
wouldn't want to read it then.
Yeah, okay.
I like it. Go ahead.
The idea stems from a concept known as quantum immortality, which I like a lot.
Right.
It suggests that in moments of life and death situations, we only experience the reality in which we survive. In other words, if you've ever had a close call, whether it be a car accident, medical emergency, or just a near miss, you have actually died in one timeline, but continued on in another, never realizing it. I feel that is something that happens. Yeah.
Me too.
This concept has sparked intense debate. Some people finding comfort in the idea, seeing it as a kind of never-ending existence where death is just an illusion. Others, however, feel unsettled by the implication. Does this mean we're constantly shifting through an alternate reality? And if so, how many times have we already died without actually knowing it? Now, there's many skeptics that point out that there's no scientific evidence to support this theory, but it does tie into ideas of quantum mechanics, particularly the many worlds interpretation. This is a theory suggesting that every possible outcome of an event creates new branching realities. Yeah. And if that's the case, then each time we die, our consciousness may simply continue in a version of reality where we didn't die. Public reaction in this theory has been mixed. Some commenters online claim that they've had bizarre experiences that make them wonder if they've already switched timelines. Others dismiss it as just another internet-fueled existential crisis.
Ugh.
Whether it's a fascinating thought experiment or real possibilities, the one thing is for sure. This theory has people thinking about life and death in a whole new way. So, what do you think?
I have a question.
Well, let me say this. First of all, I'm feeling a little rejected here because like 18 years ago, I hosted an episode of my show, and the title of it was "Who Brought Kirk Douglas Back from the Dead?" And I talked about these mismemories, things that didn't seem to line up. And then I guess it was Laurie Cabot, the Witch of Salem, who coined the phrase Mandela effect, which took off like crazy, and old Kirk Douglas effect vanished in the wind. Then about a year or so after that, I started talking about the Mandela effect in the sense of people I'd spoken to that have had Mandela effects, including myself. I said, have you ever had a near-death experience? Like a moment when, not like when you were shot and died, came back, but like you should have been dead. That car accident should have killed you. And for some reason you were jarred back and you're fine. And most of the people that I've spoken to have all agreed, yeah, I've had quite a few. And I said, so have I. So I've often wondered, is our lifetime not linear, but is it like a step stool that every time our physicality in this known universe dies, our mentality, our consciousness just jumps over into the next parallel universe, and we continue on a long, full life. So we get to live to be 180 or 300, like in the Bible, and that's what's taking place. But you know what I didn't come up with? I didn't come up with the term quantum immortality, which, in all honesty, sounds really freaking cool.
Yeah,
So I got to start coming up with better names than
you really
who
do.
brought Kirk Douglas back from the dead. That's not as concise as Mandela effect.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have a theory name for my other thing. It was just like the Mandela effect, elongated life expectancy, step stool theory.
Huh.
That's kind of long, but
Quantum immortality.
Maybe
It's a
you
lot
could
better.
Do an acronym of some sort, you know?
Let's see. If I take the letters of the horse, it would come out to me. Nope, doesn't make any word at all. It's worth a shot, though. So how do you feel about that? Yes, Sweet Tea.
Yeah, I feel like that absolutely does happen all the time. How would we even know that it didn't happen? Because it does happen.
that was more of a statement and
No, I
not a
was agreeing
question.
with you, and now my question
Oh,
is,
mhm.
people do die though. We go to funerals. What happens then?
The
What's the
the physical
theory?
body dies. The
Right, but
the
there's not
consciousness.
like right.
You
What I'm
you ask a
saying is,
question. You have to ask. You ask a question. You have to wait until we answer it.
but you're
Yeah.
not. So listen, you die at an old age, let's say. Let's say you get to a ripe old age and you have a funeral and you're dead. There's no people that are over 120 years old. Where do you keep going? What happens after that?
Well, there is. You might be able to, once you get up to that level, you'll meet all the other 150-year-old people, the 300-year-old people like Moses
You
and
graduate?
A
stuff.
bunch of people on Social
Oh.
Security.
Yeah, all of those people that they found through Doge
Yeah.
who exist. Proof
Mhm.
that my philosophy is real. I don't know. No, I think in this we die. The consciousness moves over and continues to live, and we just
Yeah.
keep doing that until. Listen, in the Bible, it said we're allowed to live for like gajillions of years.
No, I
Wasn't there-
totally believe this is a thing. I feel like I have had that experience where I should be dead, and I probably did die in a different timeline. However, I'm just wondering what happens at the very, very end. Is there an end?
And you
There's
just let
no.
some things
No, I can't. I have a curious
be
mind.
magic. I know.
No.
Hey,
I'd like you to watch this movie for next week. Oh, I just watched the trailer and I went online and found the last 5 minutes. Do I have to
I'm
watch the
not
whole movie,
Greg.
Dave?
Get off of my
hey.
case.
Speaking of me,
Yes.
was it the Frighteners where you could knock somebody's spirit out of their body?
It was
Remember,
also
you hit it and it's like
it was
fall.
also Doctor Strange, where he
Mm-hmm.
knocked
Yeah,
the
he's-
whole Bruce
Yeah,
Banner
yeah,
off Spider-Man. Yeah.
So I mean, multiverse. There's all this stuff and
Mhm,
quantum things.
So many quantum things.
Oh, I tell you what, Ivanovich is a quantum thing right here.
Oh,
This is
good.
what it says. Look, that's what it says. Ivanovich.
Says it's a
So I've
quantum
been getting
thing.
messages from Chachi, and he says, buddy, StreamYard's just spinning. I said, reboot your computer. He rebooted. It says something went wrong. Please ensure you're connected to the internet. So
Oh, does
apparently
he have
he
that?
wasn't.
He's
But-
on, he's on Wi-Fi and he's just, yeah.
Oh wait, do we have him back? We do. His
And he's
microphone's
muted.
not back on, but he's back with us
Where you guys been?
just in time.
Hanging.
Chachi,
For what?
did you die during that segment and your consciousness just jumped over into this living
Oh
reality?
my god.
Speaking of consciousness, is there anybody in the chat room?
There are plenty of people in the chat room. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
You got to go to
lots of people.
comments,
But
not a private chat.
Yeah, and look, you see, Julie N says, "I died once that I know of," and Chig says, "Chachi." So yeah, they're there. Yeah,
Okay.
and then hello, Jr. I don't. Yeah, and then there's did he wash his hands? That's what Bonsai Warrior is most worried about, which is a pretty good thing to
Yeah,
be
it's
concerned
valid.
about. Well, Chachi, you returned just in time for Sweet Tea to do her news story.
Thanks.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm about to lose connection again.
Oh, good. Hey, you guys.
Mhm.
DMT, the brain's ferryman on our final trip, gateway to the afterlife. Could the secret to what happens after we die be hidden in our own brains? Scientists are exploring DMT and dimethyltryptamine, a powerful psychedelic naturally produced in humans, and its possible role in near-death experiences, NDEs. Studies show that DMT is released in significant amounts at the moment of death, leading some to believe it acts as a ferryman, ushering consciousness
Ooh,
from
have a
life
drink.
to thank you
Mm-hmm.
to life. Oh, God damn it. I mean,
Wow.
consciousness from life to whatever comes next. Many who take DMT recreationally describe intense otherworldly visions, tunnels of light, encounters with strange entities, and the overwhelming feeling of stepping into another dimension. Sound familiar? That's because these reports mirror classic NDEs, where people claim to see deceased loved ones, feel a sense of peace, and even glimpse an afterlife. So what does this mean? Some researchers suggest DMT might be the key to understanding consciousness itself, possibly acting as a bridge between life and death. Skeptics argue it's just the brain's last-ditch effort to make sense of its own shutdown, flooding the mind with hallucinations in its final moments. But if DMT is naturally occurring and released when we die, does that mean our perception of death is shaped by this chemical, or could it be revealing something beyond science's grasp? One thing is certain, DMT may hold more answers about life, death, and what lies beyond than we ever imagined. Back to you, Dave.
Who's down with DMT? Yeah, you know me.
me.
Yeah. Well, listen, they say that the pineal gland calcifies over time, and that DMT is what opens that pineal gland. So maybe at the time of death, that's what releases consciousness into the universe. Maybe the pineal gland is truthfully the home, much like the Mind Stone that the Vision wore in the Avengers movies. There's your nerd check for the night. Maybe once we've passed on, the Mind Stone goes DMT, and then we exit. What do you think?
But if it's
I think it's called the perineal gland, actually.
The perineal? I think it's
the perineum gland.
No, that doesn't sound right.
That's that little spot, right?
Yeah, right in between those other two spots.
No, that's that's the wrong gland. You got to go a little bit more north. You're kind of hanging below the border there.
Could be my computer, Dave.
Could be. Let's do this. Let's cleanse the palate of that thought. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We've got more news, including the Haunted London Underground by Chachi, when we return right here to the very best in paranormal programming. I'm Dave Schrader, and this is our Paranormal 60 News.
Oh, are you reading me? Come in. Hello? Greetings from the shadow, and welcome to Shadowzine. My name is Jeff Belanger. I'm an author, podcaster, and explorer of the unexplained. For 30 years, I've been investigating the paranormal, UFOs, monsters, and things that bump in the night. Lately, you may have noticed how major TV networks and even social media networks have been pushing our favorite subject back into the shadows. I say good. That's why I launched Shadowzine, a monthly underground publication that covers your favorite topics in depth by some of the leading writers and researchers out there. If you're looking for 30-second TikTok clips, go somewhere else. If you're ready for a deeper dive, put down your phone and pick up Shadowzine. You can't find it in stores. This is old school print. Head to shadowzine.com and be part of the underground revolution. That's shadowzine.com, and I'll see you in the shadow.
And remember, this is the big weekend for the first annual Missouri Paracon. It is taking place this weekend, February 28th through March 1st, 2025, and we want to see you there. You can get more information at MissouriParacon.com or by heading over to darknessevents.com and get your ticket information there. And for all the events I'm going to be a part of, including this one, Hauntlanta, March 14th through the 16th in Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be an amazing time, and I'll look forward to meeting you, greeting you, and seeing you out there. And I will remind you, right now I have 15 3-day passes available to give out to the very first 15 people. So you may be listening to the podcast thinking, there's no way that there's still any tickets left. You don't know how many people think that and don't send in an email. You very well could still be part of that mix. So email me, Dave at paranormal60.com. Tell me you want your free pass for Hauntlanta. And if you get it in time, you may be one of the lucky chosen few. Wow. Speaking of the lucky chosen few, Chachi, I think we've given you 34 minutes to get politely oiled up so that we can begin the rest of the news. Let us take our way down to the London Underground for the next story.
Sufficiently lubricated for the story, Dave. Are we ready?
We are ready.
Okay. London on. What did I just call it?
What?
London Unt?
I don't.
God.
Oh, come on.
Man,
Man.
Mrs. Chachi just texted me and said, "I'm listening. Drink up, me hearties. Yo ho ho." Apparently, your wife is a pirate when you begin drinking. I did not know that.
That makes two of us.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-huh.
London Underground haunted? Question mark. A recent Freedom of Information Act request, which is how I spend a lot of my time, a records search has unearthed reports of ghostly apparitions at a London Underground station. Now, this is going to add to what I call the rich tapestry of supernatural tales associated with the city's famed tube system.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to
This
this.
discovery highlights the enduring fascination with London's subterranean mysteries and the spectral figures said to haunt its depths. I am making sure I pronounce every letter.
You are.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is Captain Enunciation.
This is all new to me. All right, anyways, the London Underground with its
Labian?
Pretty
I
sure.
don't
my
know if that's
God.
right.
With its labyrinth. The word is labyrinth.
Same
Labian.
difference.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no, listen. That's not how this story was written, Dave. I'd like to say you're right, but in this case, I don't think you are.
No, it is definitely the labyrinth.
Labyrinthian, I think is the word.
Sure. Like
With
rich
its
labyrinthian leather.
Labyrinthian tunnels and
Yes.
storied past has
Uh-huh.
long been a focal point for ghostly legends. Stations such
geez.
as Aldgate are reputed to be haunted by multiple spirits, including 3 young girls from the Sullivan family who perished in a fire in 1896.
Whew.
Additionally, a track worker, that is a person who works on the tracks, Dave, survived electrocution in 2000, reported being comforted by the apparition of an elderly woman during his scary ordeal. Another eerie tale centers on the Kennington Loop, on what we all think is the Northern Line.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You guys know. Train
Yeah.
drivers have reported hearing unexplained door slams in empty carriages. While at the same time navigating through that section, they believe to see the restless spirit of a man who met a tragic end on the train in the 1950s.
Mm.
Do tell, Porky Pig.
To sum this all up, Dave, these
Yes.
accounts, amongst others, contribute to the mystique of the London Underground, captivating both locals and visitors with stories of the supernatural lurking beneath the city's streets.
You know, this woman, this ghostly woman was alive when you began that story. And I think she got a labial infection that wiped her out halfway
Oh
through.
no!
Wow. Wow.
How do you address that? Is that a Band-Aid situation?
No.
I'm the wrong one to ask. All right.
What?
Greg, I think he's talking to you.
Yes.
Greg, you're former law enforcement. Is there any charge for manslaughter for that story?
Dude, there's that's I think we need to divert him to some sort of help.
Reading
That
his
would
fun for
definitely-
mentals.
Yeah.
That would definitely give me a PI charge, would it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good God. All right, let us go to our next story. The ghostly pilot of Manchester Airport.
Oh, I love this one. I love
From
it.
the runway.
Yep.
Now it's time for a ghostly tale that hails from the bustling corridors of Manchester Airport. Amid the roar of jet engines and the hustle of travelers, whispers of a spectral presence have persisted for decades. A phantom RAF officer who refuses to leave his post. Our story begins in the throes of World War II, when Manchester Airport served as Royal Air Force Ringway, a vital training ground for paratroopers and air crew. It was during this tumultuous time that a young RAF officer met a tragic end on the tarmac, his life cut short in a fateful accident. Not long after his untimely demise, whispers of eerie encounters began to circulate. Ground staff and pilots reported sightings of a uniformed figure, often described as a man in a vintage RAF uniform, wandering near the runways. His presence was unsettling, yet unmistakable. A lingering soul bound to the place of his departure. Now, as the years rolled on and the airport expanded into the international hub that we know it today, reports of the spectral officer did not wane. In fact, sightings became so frequent that they evolved into a chilling tradition among the airport staff. New employees were often regaled with tales of the runway ghost, a solemn reminder of the airport's storied past. Interestingly, though, while the thought of a ghostly figure might send shivers down one's spine, many who have encountered the phantom describe him as a watchful guardian. There are accounts of the apparition appearing during critical moments, almost as if offering a spectral hand of assistance. One particularly eerie tale speaks of a pilot who, after experiencing technical difficulties, reported seeing a uniformed man in his peripheral vision. Moments later, the issue resolved itself, leaving the pilot with an uncanny sense of gratitude. Today, Manchester Airport stands as a bustling gateway to the world, yet the legend of the RAF officer endures. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the tales of the runway ghost add a layer of mystique to the airport's rich history. So the next time you find yourself at Manchester Airport, take a moment to glance around. You might just catch a fleeting glimpse of the past, standing vigil over the present. And that's my story for tonight.
That's amazing.
Beautiful.
That's how it's done, I'm pretty sure, right there.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. That's the way
Don't
to
you
do it.
wait. 30 minutes from now, mine's going to sound just like it.
So much smoother. Just keep oil can. Just keep lubing up the joints. No, what would no? No.
Shaving thing.
You're going to end up dislocating your vulva if you keep doing that.
Oh, is that how that happens?
That's that little
Give me a
punching
Band-Aid.
bag thing in the
I
back of
know.
your throat,
I'm
isn't
not
it?
an
Yeah.
idiot.
You aren't, but I can't speak for everybody on this board.
Hmm.
Speaking of board, let's get on to a good story. Greg,
Hey,
you
buddy.
you know what? We haven't had a good, creepy, weird witch story in a long time. Can you help us with that?
You know, I know one about a witch down in Argentina.
Do you?
Tell us.
Okay. Let's
You know,
hear it.
you don't hear a lot of stuff from Argentina, but there was a witch caught on camera in Argentina. Locals are in a panic over this ghostly apparition.
Mm.
Apparition. Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody there?
Yeah, we're here.
Residents of an Argentine city were recently unsettled by viral video depicting what appears to be a witch-like figure shuffling down a dimly lit street. The eerie footage has sparked widespread discussion and concern within the community. In the video, the mysterious figure, draped in dark, tattered clothing, moves along a sidewalk, excluding an unsettling
Jeez.
exuding an
Exuding,
unsettling
yeah.
presence. Yeah.
Excluding its exuding presence. Yeah.
Okay. The low quality recording and shadowy environment add to the video's enigmatic nature, leaving viewers
what kind of nature is that?
enigmatic, weird nature, weird,
Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah.
no,
odd, strange nature,
Mhm.
nope.
enigmatic,
Yep.
leaving viewers debating its authenticity and the true identity of the apparition. This incident has ignited conversations about local folklore and the possibility of supernatural occurrences. Some speculate that the sighting could be linked to regional myths such as the Chonchon, a mythical creature in Machuque folklore. Yeah, I think it's Mapuche folklore. That's what it is. Mapuche folklore.
Don't. No.
That seems offensive.
According,
No.
that's what it says. Chonchon and Mapuche folklore.
Good God.
Okay.
According to legend, the Chonchon is a sorcerer who transforms into a flying head with giant ears serving as wings, emitting a distinctive cry. Caw, caw.
Caw-caw!
Yeah, like that. Yeah. Authorities have yet to comment on the matter, leaving the community in a state of curiosity and unease.
Mhm.
As the video continues to circulate online, it serves as a reminder of the enduring power of folklore and the impact of unexplained phenomena on local communities. Back to you, Dave.
Hmm.
Thanks for not giving me that story, Dave.
Yeah. I debated, but I just couldn't make
Mapuche.
it work into the timeline. Very strange.
The Mapuche area has a lot of
all right,
chon-chon.
all right.
Please.
Wait, I'm sorry. Which area was that, Greg?
No, don't do that.
It's
I
Mapuche
didn't
area.
hear.
You
No,
heard him clearly.
JR scary. Oh, I'm not even going to say that.
Nope.
Okay.
This
I
is,
think somebody should post it out there, though.
it's you know what? Let's just take a moment and think about this.
All right.
A new year is here, and with Valentine's Day just around the corner, it's the perfect time to look ahead. Whether you're thinking about love, a new career path, a move, or even an investment, wouldn't it be amazing to know what messages the universe or the other side have in store for you? Well, that's where Love and Lotus Tarot with Winnie Schrader comes in. Winnie's intuitive readings can help you gain the clarity and guidance you need to carve out a new path. Life is hard enough, my friends. Why not let the cards light the way? Readings are available by phone or live video stream, so you can connect with Winnie wherever you are. And right now, we've got a deal just for you. All readings just 20% off. Use code LOVELOTUS2030 for a 30-minute session. Use code LOVELOTUS2060 for a 60-minute session, and you will save 20% off. Use the code words at checkout to receive that discount. You can book between now and March 1st, 2025 to get the special discount. Don't wait. Visit paranormal60.com. Click on the Love and Lotus tab to book your session today. Discover what the cards have to say and step into your best year yet with Love and Lotus Tarot with Winnie Schrader. And welcome back to the program. This is the Paranormal 60 News. I'm Dave Schrader, along with Sweet Tea, the paranormal detective Greg Lawson, and hashtag Scotchy. We're all here. We're having fun, bringing you the news you need to know. And next up, this story has got to have you pretty psyched up, Sweet Tea. Pretty psyched up. What have you got for us?
You know I'm not Jenny, right?
Okay. Remember, sit up straight, enunciate to the back row so I can hear you, because I've lost some. Yeah, see.
Hearing, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I am going to enunciate, so bear with me. California moves to officially recognize Bigfoot. A win for cryptid culture? It's happening. California is making moves to officially recognize
Maybe I gave
Bigfoot.
this story to the wrong person. I was really hoping for a little bit more excitement. A win for cryptid culture?
Well, there's a question mark at the end. How else was I supposed to read that? Like, it's
A win for cryptid culture?
Oh, question. Okay, good.
a win for cryptid culture.
Well, that's more of a
Question
demanding
mark.
statement. Yeah, that
Awesome.
was more of a...
There's a question mark. I enunciated the question mark. What do you want
Okay.
from me?
All right.
California is making moves to officially recognize Bigfoot as the state's cryptid.
Jesus.
Yep, you heard that right. Assembly Bill 666. Yeah, right. Introduced by
Wait a minute. The bill for it is Assembly Bill 666.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
look it
yeah.
up. It's an angel number. It's fine.
Sure.
Introduced by Assembly member Chris Rogers, aims to give Sasquatch an official title, cementing its place in California's folklore and culture. If this bill passes, California will become the first state to officially acknowledge Bigfoot, a creature long associated with mysterious sightings, deep forest legends, and heated debates. Bigfoot and California go way back,
What? Where is
especially in Northern California, where the famous 1958 Bluff Creek footprints launched the modern Bigfoot craze. Since then, the region, particularly Willow Creek, aka Bigfoot country, has fully embraced its hairy legend, drawing in tourists, researchers, and the occasional true believer hoping for a sighting. Rogers believes this destination isn't just fun. I'm sorry, designation isn't just
Designation?
fun.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's almost the same. Isn't just fun, it's culturally significant. The legend of Bigfoot has become woven into California's identity, from roadside attractions to cryptid conventions, and formal recognition could bring major tourism boosts to the state's most Bigfoot friendly towns. If the bill passes, this could set a precedent for other states to recognize their own cryptids. Imagine a future where we see Mothman officially claimed by West Virginia, or Jersey Devil getting a government nod from New Jersey. Recognizing folklore adds legitimacy to the stories that shape local culture. And whether you believe in Bigfoot or not, there's no denying its impact. This could also encourage more funding for cryptid tourism, research grants, and historical preservation efforts related to Bigfoot lore. And let's be honest, it's pretty hilarious to see a state-sanctioned Sasquatch. The bill is currently under committee review and still needs to pass both the Assembly and Senate before it can land on the governor's desk. Whether it gets approved or not, just introducing it is a huge step for cryptid enthusiasts and believers. Back to you, Dave.
I don't know if part of our government's going to be happy about these intrusive species.
If they can tax
Why
them,
would
they
you
will.
think they're intrusive? They've
Oh,
always
that's
been
right.
there.
If we can tax them.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, they're walking on our property. Let's tax their feet. Mm-hmm. They're swimming in our lakes. Let's tax their hair.
I'm glad they're working on that, though. They don't, California doesn't have enough stuff to do out there. So I'm glad they're working on the Bigfoot thing.
Well, that's good. No, because if they recognize it, it will be recognized.
Yep.
It helps.
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking
sounds
of
like
recognizing, our final regular story of the night is here. Ladies and gentlemen, please bow your heads in silence, grab your drinks, and prepare for the final story by Chachi. Oh, he's drinking. Oh, no, don't chug it. Chachi, no. This is not the point that you. Oh,
No, let him, Dave, let him.
It's not going to get all in there by the time he reads it. So
Right.
Oh, it will.
Come on
you
the
should
back
have
end.
done that. You got to start doing that within the first 15 minutes of the show.
Yeah, because we're all tired of it hitting 10 minutes after the show and you start sending us lewd photographs. I think I'm speaking at least for me.
You guys are getting lewd photographs. I'm just getting Wingstop photographs.
I was going to say, so I just start door dashing food after that. So,
yeah.
All right.
That's why it's lewd. We're starving. All right. Go on, Chach.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That photograph of Bigfoot, did he have nipple rings in?
He did not.
Don't
What's
worry,
wrong
dude.
with you?
Don't judge.
Because I couldn't take my eyes off of him.
Okay.
Put him back up there.
Let's just let Chachi have his final story.
Wow,
All
you're
right.
really okay.
Yeah. All right, Chach.
All right. There's no hard words in this. I've read over it a few times. It's a short story.
Right.
But it's also sort of disappointing, Dave.
It's what?
Is it sort of disappointing?
Listen, Greg said it wasn't going to hit me till afterwards. We're good.
Wow.
A psychic scam syndicate has been exposed. Spiritual cleansing con artists have been denied bail.
Wow.
Now, I don't say this word often, but I'm going to use it now. Darklings, this one's a doozy.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. This bothers me. A so-called psychic syndicate in Sydney. Say that 3 times fast.
You barely said it one time slow.
Has been exposed for allegedly scamming their clients out of their life savings, promising to, air quote, cleanse their money, only to never return it. Authorities say, and I need all of you to write these names down so if they contact you, you do not get scammed.
Okay.
Argentina, Montana.
Oh yeah.
Maria
In relation
Williams,
to Hannah Montana.
her mother.
Okay,
Maria Williams, sister to Barry Williams,
sure.
and Larry Williams ran this decades-long con. That's like more than 10 years, convincing victims that their cash and assets needed spiritual purification. But instead of divine intervention, the money mysteriously disappeared
What?
into their pockets, sweetie.
Wow.
Their pockets.
No, that doesn't sound legitimate and true and right.
Your pockets cannot cleanse money, but your bourbon can. After a lengthy investigation by who else but Strike Force Recycling, police raided their properties, seizing some pretty adult items, Dave. And I hope we have an adult listeners because they found tarot cards,
Oh,
crystal balls, and religious artifacts.
oh no.
This dastardly trio was arrested and denied bail. Why? Because, of course, they've had past fraud convictions and other serious charges, including identity theft.
What?
Yep.
That's a lot.
Money washing. And, of course, organized crime involvement. Now, this isn't the first time a psychic scam has been exposed. I'm sure everybody remembers Rose Marks. Remember this? She pulled a similar scam in the U.S.
Wait a minute.
what?
First of all, no. We're just going to
Nope.
stop right there. Rosa
Oh.
Parks didn't pull any scams. She just wanted
Or
to sit
skins.
down in the front because she had the next stop. So
As
before
is her
you
right.
what? Oh, Rosa
As
Marks.
is her right.
Rosa Marks. I'm sorry. I
Oh.
apologize.
I was about to defend you too, Dave.
Yeah, I just sometimes I
Wow.
should think
I
before
feel,
I
I'm
speak.
uncomfortable. I'm kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, go on. So this isn't the first time a psychic scam has been exposed.
Yep, in the
You said
US.
Rosa Marks.
Not Rosa Parks. Let's be very clear.
We know that
Rose
now.
That's the same.
Parks got 10 years in prison. You know what that taught her and others, Dave?
What?
If a psychic asks for your money to cleanse it, you don't give it to them.
That's a fact, Jack.
I
All
want to
right.
know what a skim is also.
Yeah,
What is a
what is
skim?
that?
Tabitha says,
that
what's a
like-
skim?
Is that like the compression wear that women wear under dresses? Is that what
No,
you're talking about?
no. Skim is it's kind of a scam, but with much lower
States.
results. Yeah, they're just
IQ.
yeah.
All right. Let's finish this out strong, everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Authorities are now asking other potential victims to come forward. So, what do you think? Is this just another con, or are some? Okay. A little thing in my throat on that one.
I like watching his mouth.
Okay, settle down, Greg. Settle down.
Relax, Ned Beatty.
Wow, come on.
Thought you got a real pretty mouth.
Pretty mouth, boy.
Ding, 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 ding.
Remember,
Bottom line, right? This is what I want to know. This is what I want
Okay.
to know.
Uh-huh.
Do you believe some psychics are indeed real?
None. They're all fakes and frauds.
It's been a good show. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a good show. Scotty and Sarah, I apologize. No, yeah, of course there's real ones. It's when they start telling you to send you your money because it's tainted, it's blood money, it's jinxed or cursed, and they're gonna cleanse it for you. Come on, people. I mean, you might as well be buying cryptocurrency at that point. Am I right? Yeah,
For real.
that's all I'm gonna say. Well, that's it. Believe it or not, it's the end of tonight's show, but fear not.
Did you know that radio just got a little extraterrestrial? That's right, Dave Schrader is back on radio with the Paranormal 360 every Sunday evening, 7 to 9 p.m. Central on WCCO AM 830, an Odyssey station. Just download the Odyssey app and look for the WCCO logo, follow the station, and listen live. That's the Paranormal 360 on WCCO AM 830, an Odyssey station.
And this coming Sunday, we've got a doozy of a show. We're going to be talking about the magic of the dream realm. And that's going to be a great show on WCCO, Paranormal 360. So you can find the podcast version. If you can't listen live, you can find it wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Just look up Paranormal 360, space in between them, Paranormal space 360, and you'll be able to find that podcast. It's always a pleasure, always fun. We're looking forward to meeting and seeing so many of you at the Missouri Paracon this weekend. For the rest of you, hope to get a chance to see you wherever you're going to be. And remember, the first 15 people that email me and get their emails into me are going to get a 3-day pass to Hauntlanta in Atlanta, and that's coming up in a couple of weeks. So hopefully we'll get the chance to see you there. But go check out darknessevents.com for all of the upcoming events we'll be a part of. For Sweet Tea, Chachi, and the Paranormal Detective, I'm Dave Schrader, and thank you. And thank you all for listening and spending your time here on the Paranormal 60 News.
Wednesday night and I'm alone. The Paranormal 60's on. It's just for paranormal freaks like me, with poltergeists and ghosts and blues and UAVs. You miss a word, you do a shot. It starts to snowball and we laugh a lot. It's just like drinking with your TV friends. I'll be passed out before tonight's show ends. Dreaming the aliens are taking me away. I'll go wake up for sometime late on Saturday. It's Wednesday night and I'm alone. The Paranormal 60 is on. Schrader's on. Schrader's on. Schrader's on. Sweet tea, Chachi and the Colonel and the Paranormal Detective. All we traders copy and they all will be corrected. He's got protective bracelets and some crazy magic tricks. Even Scully cannot save him from the voice of Stevie Nicks. Schrader's on. Schrader's on. Wednesday night, don't be alone. The Paranormal 60's on. Now one day Dave might even put me on the show. There's a ghost in my mom's basement, man, I live down there, I know. It's Wednesday night, don't be alone. The Paranormal 60's on.